Hello, I'm Blaze, and welcome back to Warframe. Turns out I dropped the ball slightly on my Synoid Simulor review, at least when it came to the build I used, so let's fix that. This video is an addendum to my Synoid Simulor review, which you can view here. In that video, my build contained split chamber, and while I do point out that it doesn't do much for the damage but it does launch particles pre-combined, for some reason my thought process didn't go the extra step towards split chamber isn't very useful. Instead of using split chamber, it's generally better to add on a different damage mod entirely. Wildfire tends to slot in quite nicely for either Grineer or Infested, for both the added heat damage and extra magazine capacity. And for any of the factions you can go with the appropriate Bane mod instead for a faction-wide damage multiplier. It was also pointed out to me that there exists a run of someone using a crit build on the Synoid Simulor. Sort of. While my initial assessment of its base critical chance remains true, as with many other weapons, Arcane Avenger tends to improve an awful lot of weapons. So I broke out my Trinity again to see for myself, and you can see the results in the video that has been playing throughout all of this. You get some impressive damage numbers by aiming above the enemies, as the game tends to register them all as headshots, and as such applies that doubled headshot damage on critical hits. I did admittedly burn some revives between the general high-level enemy bullshit of getting killed in one hit, or being killed through the long-since unnecessary quick-thinking stagger, but even so I made it to 1 hour without too many problems. The main reason I stopped at 1 hour was because, well, high-level enemies get really boring. They take forever to kill and become able to kill you in an alarmingly short space of time. And seriously, between blast procs, grapples, nullifiers, other knockdowns, and general unfairness, why is that stagger for quick thinking still a thing? But I digress. If you do have access to Arcane Avenger, a crit build actually works quite well. Ended up not being too inconsistent either, but in most cases the critical hit route will be more of a gimmick than anything else without a rank 3 Arcane Avenger somewhere. But other than that, the one main takeaway from this is that split chamber is actually not that good for the Synoid Simulor. It's not that split chamber does nothing, it's just that the Simulor vortices are underwhelming compared to the prowess of the particle merge damage. I blame just going on autopilot thanks to split chamber usually being a required mod. But it is quite fascinating to finally be given a weapon that sort of kills the idea of always include split chamber. That's about it. I'll have a real video up soon enough, hopefully. But until then, as always, good luck, have fun, and take care.